Now, this isn't just a tragic social trend. It's a direct signal that the system is struggling to deliver that effective, high-quality care that's guaranteed in its own constitution.
And when you zoom out, you see a clear pattern. These aren't just one-off problems. We're talking about a systemic breakdown. Clinical pathways are broken, patient safety is a persistent issue, the people working in the NHS are under impossible pressure, and the gap between the rich and poor is getting wider. The product being delivered looks very, very different from the one on the blueprint. So, this brings us to the most critical part of this whole thing. What's the diagnosis? What is the root cause of this massive gap between the plan and the reality? This is where we have to be really precise.
You've really got two possible explanations. Is this a capability gap, meaning we just don't have the right laws or tools to fix the problem? Or is it an execution failure, meaning the tools and the powers are right there, but they're just not being used? The argument here is that since that 2022 Act, this is without a doubt an execution failure. Let's just spell this out, plain and simple. The blueprint is in the Constitution. The tools to enforce it are in the 2022 Act. So the problem isn't a flaw in the project's design. The failure is in the follow-through, the implementation. It's a failure to use the very powers that were created for this exact purpose. So what does this all mean? It means we need to totally reframe how we talk about this crisis. Using the clear, objective language of project management, what we're looking at is a project in crisis, experiencing what's called a critical product deviation. Just take a look at this comparison. It lays it all out. On one side, you have the promise, safe care, clear accountability, universal access. On the other side, you have the reality, patient harm, confusing accountability, and a postcode lottery. In project management, this is a red alert. It's a critical product deviation. A failure so big, it means you have to stop everything and fix the core problem immediately. Which leads us to the final, and honestly, the most important point of this whole discussion. If you have a project that is failing this critically, what's the absolute worst thing you could do? Well, that would be to propose even more reform. You know, if you talk to anyone who manages big projects for a living, they'll tell you that when things are going this wrong, the last thing you ever do is start adding new features or changing the whole structure. It's called scope creep, and it's a classic mistake. Suggesting big new reforms right now is like noticing your car has a flat tire and deciding the solution is to add a new spoiler. It completely misses the point. And this isn't just about project management theory. It gets to the heart of how the system should be governed. This quote, which was submitted to Parliament, just nails it. You can't give parts of the system autonomy without also having enforceable accountability. Otherwise, it's not real independence. It's just a massive risk.